Hello, my friends. Continuing our theme on realms of existence and upgrading our experience of reality or existence. So, existence itself is timeless, borderless, formless, irreducible, spaceless, eternal. But its manifestations are time bound and ephemeral from moment to moment, but usually follow a storyline and also are recursive. They recycle and they evolve at the same time. So let's see how we can upgrade our experience of existence or reality. The reason Christ, Buddha, Socrates, or any other spiritual teacher speaks to us personally is that limited consciousness does give way to sudden, clear glimpses of a reality beyond. Your mind wants to transcend. Narrow attention is like a single light that shines on only one object. It excludes everything outside its beam. The equivalent in the mind is rejection. But what if you renounce the entire process of rejection? If you did so, and if you really did so, you would find yourself paying attention to everything equally. Rejection is a habit. Without it, you can participate in life as it comes to you. Take each human domain of awareness and write down how you keep yourself from entering it. In this way, you become aware of what you're doing to limit your consciousness. And that is what we do with the mind. But transcending the mind, we go to the field of infinite possibilities. So catch yourself in time, each of these ingredients. Catch yourself when you find yourself in each of these ingrained reflexes, and then you will begin to change. The highest intelligence is to observe yourself without judging yourself. Let's take some examples. Pure being. I don't slow down enough to be truly quiet inside. I don't set time aside to meditate. I haven't experienced the tranquility in nature recently. Now I will catch myself rejecting inner peace and find time for it. Conditioned bliss. I haven't felt joy in simply being alive. I'm not seeking opportunities for wonder. I don't seem to be around young children enough. I haven't gazed at the night sky. Now I will catch myself rejecting joyful appreciation and make time for it. Love. I've been taking my loved ones for granted, so I haven't been expressing my love very much. I feel uncomfortable receiving love from others. I've put love on the back burner as something I value. Now I will catch myself rejecting these opportunities to make love important in my life and make time for it. Knowingness. I give in to doubt too much. I automatically take a skeptical stance and only settle for hard facts. I don't seem to know any wise people, and I spend little time exposing myself to philosophy and spiritual writings. Now I will catch myself rejecting traditional wisdom and make time for it. Myth and archetypes. I don't really have any heroes anymore. I can't remember finding a worthy example in anything or anyone for a long time. I go my own way, which is as good as anyone else's. Now I will catch myself rejecting the notion that a higher inspiration is necessary, and I will find time for it. Intuition. I use my head, but I don't go for anything as mushy as intuition. I look for proof before I believe in something. I think all extrasensory powers are wishful thinking. I analyze a given situation and make my decision accordingly. Now I will catch myself rejecting my first hunches and start to trust them. Imagination. Art's not my thing. I don't go to museums or concerts. My hobby is television and the sports page. To me, most creative types don't have their feet on the ground. Now I will catch myself rejecting my imagination and find ways to express it. Reason. I know what I know and I stick with it. I don't listen to the other side of any argument very often. I just want to prove I'm right. I tend to have the same reactions to similar situations. I don't always follow through with the plans I make, even when they're good. Now I will catch myself being unreasonable and I will stop to consider every point of view. Emotion. I don't make a scene and I hate it when anyone else does. I'm not impressed by people who give in to their emotions. I over overestimate what I call melodrama. In other words, melodrama is an exaggerated emotion, but sometimes it's not, and I still feel it is. Holding it inside is my motto. Nobody ever sees me cry. I can't remember anyone growing up who taught me that emotions are positive. Now I will catch myself rejecting my real feelings and find a safe way to express them. Physical body. I should take care of myself. I'm in considerably worse shape physically than I was 5 or 10 years ago. I'm not happy with my body, and I'm not much for physical activity. I've heard about body therapies, but I think they're indulgent and a little flaky. Now I will catch myself giving up on the physical side of my life and make time for it. Okay, so these are a few ideas of necessity. I've provided very general notes, but you should be as specific as possible when you examine your own life. Under love, write down the name of someone you haven't shown your love to or an incident you recall where you felt uncomfortable receiving love. Under imagination, note the museum in town you don't visit or the artistic person whose company you've avoided. By the same token, be specific, if you can, about how you're going to change these habits of rejection. Changing habits of rejection upgrades our experience of existence or reality. Thank you, and more to come.